Right, we are now catching up with the All-Stars. Nathan Purdon, firstly, congratulations. What a week of racing, mate.
Yeah, thanks, Paul. It's been amazing. You always sort of strive for these days and these this sort of week. Glad it's paid off.
It has paid off. I was fortunate enough. I had tea with Dad on Tuesday night after New Zealand Trotting Cup night day. What a magic day that was. 4 winners for a start. For a young person like yourself, I asked Dad what you were doing. He said, "Oh, probably having a couple of pizzas and a couple of beers and just sitting back and thinking." Is that what you do after a big day like that?
Yeah, well, it's such a big preparation for that day. The last couple of weeks going into it, you sort of there's a lot of preparation and a lot of thought and everything like that. So it's. And then when you get to Tuesday, the week's not over. So it's you do normally go back and enjoy it with the staff and thank them. It's we've got a great team around us, and obviously it's not possible without them too. So we all invite them back to the bar and have a few beers and get some pizzas and have a bit of a laugh and reflect.
It was a pretty amazing day when you think about it on the Tuesday. I mean, you had the high class mare, the A1 mare in Chaser Dream, but Millwood Nike. I'm going to talk about Chaser Dream in a sec. But Millwood Nike, unbeaten. A lot of pressure builds up around her and the likes. If you got a lot of people there, then you have horses like Chaser Dream that smashed the clock. Went terrific. And then there's also the sort of told story about Chaser Dream's win. Like, I think you had 4 of the first 5 across the line as well in that race. Like, you had a great representation, but you had just so many stories and so many big runs. Do you get time to take it all in?
Not really. When the day is done, you sort of reflect on it quite a bit. And there's certain horses that are like Millwood Nike. She's such a special horse, and she carries a lot of pressure. To opposed to the 2-year-olds, where it's they all performed as good as they could, and to get the first sort of have 4 runners and be in the first 5 was a huge result for us. But Millwood Nike turns up with such pressure, and it's very rewarding, and the pressure's off when she gets across the line.
Is it Akuta was favourite for the Cup? Is there nearly more pressure with Nike as compared to Akuta? Is it getting to that stage with her now?
Yeah, well, the Cup's such a hard race to win, and I don't think it doesn't really matter how short you are in the Cup, and it's a stand too, which makes it a little bit more difficult. But there's something about the Cup. No one's won it until they're over the line, but when she lines up, everyone just assumes that she's going to win.
The little 2-year-old, we have Faith. Is that his name? You're going to get it right?
We walk by Faith.
We walk by Faith. I actually had the tea with the owners. They were with us that same night. I'm name dropping. How good am I going? Ran second the other day. Backed up beautifully today. Oscar Bonavina. What a great story he is.
Yeah. He's unreal, that horse. He's such a hard horse to get right. He's just he'll be right for a week, and then. It's like he's a 3 or 4-year-old for a week, and then the week later it's like he's 7 or 8, and he had 300 starts. So very rewarding to get him to where he needs to be today, and he's such a sort of a sentimental horse. Grandfather Roy had a share in him, and he's been around for a long time, and it's just it was very rewarding.
He was brilliant, I think, here. His first start back and he won that on that occasion. Went terrible at Ashburton, went to Kaikoura, and on the turn it sort of almost looks like he's gone terrible because he's jumped off stride, but he was actually terrific up the straight. He took so much ground off him. There's so many layers to Oscar, isn't there? Yeah,
there is. Yeah, you never really know what you got. He's sort of 2 or 3 days out when he trains his last training run. You know what you got, but until then he could train super 10 days out, and then you could lose him sort of 3 days before the race.
Yeah, he's a funny horse. And then just then, Self-Assured just pulled him out of the New Zealand Trotting Cup to get him ready for this race. And Akuta was short price favourite again. What happened actually at the winning post? Has Dad said anything to you about what happened at the winning post with a lap to go?
No, he hasn't, but he did say that it is very wet on the inside now with all that rain we got, and it's sort of started to get a bit shifty. So whether it was just a bit of a short step or something, I'm not sure, but very uncharacteristic of them.
And then, like I said, self-assured though. Jean Feast, long-term stable client, loves it. She'd be over the moon, I would imagine, with that. To see him get over the line, you guys, won too, but you must have been rapt just to see the old boy still being able to do it.
Yeah, no, he's been in the barn for a long time, and James James Stevens does a great job with him. Looks after him unbelievable, and he's deserves a lot of the reward too. It's great to see him. He's takes such good care of the horse and takes such an emotional attachment to him.
He actually spent his lunch hour on Wednesday at the Gallops as well. Apparently he had to take his own wage there as well. But no, he does do a great job, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does. Yeah, he's Dad got him dragged along there for the day, but no, he does. He does a great job. We've got a great team around us, and there's certain people get their favourite horses, and they get them here on the day, and it's rewarding for us, but equally it's rewarding for them.
And that's probably the part about the stable as well. I mean, there was big build-up. Dad hasn't trained his first thoroughbred winner. That happened on the Wednesday. So even what looks like a quiet day for the stable is not a quiet day, because there is still that big build-up. I mean, I think the job you guys do is amazing, and I think the time. I mean, Dad's done 3 interviews just there before as well. It's just ridiculous how big a drain it is. The way you guys run it, though, family and so many staff. You've got a few Australians here as well working for you, so it's really good, and it must, as you say, so rewarding to get good results on these big stages.
Yeah, definitely. You strive for this week in particular. You train horses. You want to be turning up on Cup Day with a strong hand, and we've been very, very lucky there. Had a really good team in, and as you say, it's the staff have they've brought it together, and it's very good. It's just something that sort of blows you away a little bit. You don't expect to have such a great week, and it's sort of mind-boggling, and sort of got to pinch myself a little bit for how it's worked out.
Absolutely, mate. Well done. No rest for the wicked. Grand Prix week's only 3 weeks away, so I gather there's no sitting back and sunning yourself on the beach. You'll be reload and get ready for that. And then I don't know, any of these horses look like going to Australia and mainly Victoria early for the summer carnival at all?
Probably not. There's it's very hard. It's sort of we'll sit down. I'll sit down with Dad sort of in the next couple of days. Probably Sundays probably the easiest day, and work out a bit of a plan for all the horses moving forward, and what they're going to do, where they're going to go, and sort of what horses can have time out, and what they've got to be ready for. So there's a lot of planning involved, and we'll sort of summarise it over Sunday anyway.
Well done, mate. Sit back. Hopefully you have a nice quiet ale. Your good mate Stevie Dolan, you're going to maybe have a quiet one or two with him. I reckon when he's around there's not 1 or 2 quiet ones, but that's okay. Congratulations. It's been a great carnival. Your first one, officially in the helm, mate, so well done for that part, and keep up the great work.
Yeah, thanks, Phil. Cheers.